Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J. And with Blueberry, the community that gives creators the power to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get a 30-day free trial by using promo code Blueberry004.
And you are Mr. Greg Johnson, the CEO of Manta5.
That's right.
I got it right. Tell us about what you do and why you're here.
Cool. Yeah, so Manta5 is a New Zealand-based company, and we have developed the world's first hydrofoil bike on water. So our founder had a dream literally a dream at night of riding on the water in his holiday home in New Zealand.
Whoa. You're telling me you have a vehicle that's going to ride on water?
That's right. So effectively...
Could you imagine what Moses could have done with that? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. So above the water, effectively, it's a electric bike. So as you're pedaling, it's assisting you. And below the water is a hydrofoil plane. So you've got two wings, effectively, and a propeller. As you're pedaling, you're actually planing on the surface of the water. So
Does this exist?
Yeah, it's the world's first. It's taken 7 years of research and development.
Did you bring a demo, a video, a picture, anything?
Yeah, we're just in the stand next door. We've had some of the best media coverage here at CES. It's been amazing.
So, like, other than recreation, what are there other uses for it that you're seeing?
Yes, I mean, initially the first product is very much the mixture between fun, fitness, and technology. So we've had we had one video go viral. We had about 350 million views on Facebook.
350 million.
Yeah, and then we went from this private R&D company in New Zealand to literally, I mean, almost everyone, every country in the world has inquired to be able to be part of this. And
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Now, how long does one ride on the water?
So on high assist, as you're pedaling, if it's assisting you on the highest mode, then you can get a full hour of ride time.
So during that hour, if you don't pedal, you sink?
Yeah, so it sinks down into the water and you come up to about chest height, and then we've actually innovated in a way that you can actually come out of the water and get planing again. So it's actually the world's first hydrofoil product to be able to come out of the water and plane without a hull or without a board.
A lot of questions come to mind. So I'm out in the middle of, is this salt water for the ocean? I mean,
yeah, so everything's been saltwater. It's made for saltwater as well as for lakes.
So if I go an hour out, that means I got to come back an hour in. So I can't go an hour out.
No, so what we find is when people are learning, they want to try and learn in a nice calm bay area. So we have some amazing lakes and bay areas in New Zealand, and we do here as well in the United States. So it's really just about carving up in some of the coolest areas, and then as your battery gets to a point where it's low, it'll actually give you some signals, and then you're able to turn back, come back to shore, take the battery off.
Pretty interesting. Now, how fast does one go on the water?
So it planes naturally at about 6 to 7 miles an hour, but you can accelerate up to speeds of about 13 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Well, I guess there's no downhill because the ocean's flat. There's no uphill.
That's right.
What about waves and currents and things like that? Like if you're in Hawaii and
Yeah. So that we've developed the front section that sits on the surface of the water, and it's been designed to be able to cut through chop. And it actually pivots to go up and over waves.
Really?
So the whole front foil actually changes the angle of attack the whole time to automatically allow you to plane at the right level.
Have you done this?
A lot, yeah.
A lot?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
What happens if you get seasick and things like that? Motion sickness.
Well, with hydrofoils, you actually cut through a lot of that chop. So it's actually the smoothest ride, and it's super quiet. So you're actually in this really cool vantage point above the water. The foils are below you, and man, you should see the reactions of people when you're riding past.
I can't even imagine. I mean, I'm still trying to. It's like it's like a cartoon in my head. I just can't. It's so out of the ordinary per se.
That's right.
So you have to pedal though, correct?
Yeah, so the whole vision of our company was to replicate cycling on water. So we wanted to try and create that natural sort of experience that you already know, intuitive feeling that you've got.
Is the resistance, or can I increase the resistance? I'm trying to get a comparison, like to an exercise bike. The more resistance, the harder you work, the more calories you would burn per se. Is that still the same thing with this?
Yeah, so on high assist, it's similar to riding on the road.
Right.
And then if you want a really good cross-training workout, you can dial back the resistance, and it's actually better than riding on the road because you have that constant resistance against the water. So it's similar to that of a watt bike. So we've actually had, we've had interest from all over the world with people that are sort of, the active and confident experience seekers, as well as the resort and higher market athletes that want to do cross-training. So it's
primarily for a health aid or health-related.
We kind of see it as fun and fitness, fun and recreation. So it's a bunch of fun, and you kind of forget about the whole fitness aspect, but you definitely get a workout as you're going around.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah. What kind of safety features are in this?
So we've got a number of safety factors in the battery itself. So we've got like tilt sensors, accelerometers, GPS.
How many volts is the battery? What's the current rating?
It's a 36 volt.
36 volt.
22 amp hour battery.
Okay.
So that's what gives you like a really good amount of power that you can vary, and allows you to ride for at least an hour. And then in terms of safety features, like we've got the whole buoyancy that allows it to float in deep water. And then we've got the whole Learn to Ride series of videos that allow people to actually go from step one, which is pushing off from the beach. So you can actually launch straight off a sandy beach. The second one is around launching off a pontoon or the back of a boat. And then the third one is around that relaunch from deep water.
You know this is going to show up in a James Bond movie.
we actually been in discussions with some of the people there, so hopefully we can get that happening. Yeah. So being here at CES has just been phenomenal. We've been featured on some of the biggest media channels in the world.
Oh, I can imagine. The whole concept is it's futuristic, but it's here.
That's right.
Tell me, so this is available now in the marketplace, and what does one pay for that type of bicycle?
Yeah, so we're on pre-sales at the moment. So we've delivered for our New Zealand customers for Christmas, which is our summer. And then we've already got quite a few customers here in the US, as well as the UK and Europe. So people put down a deposit to secure their place in production. We start delivery for April, May this year. That's already sold out, so now we're into June, July.
You're sold out already? Oh my God. So what is the price point on this?
So for the US, it's just under $7,500. And that allows you to, obviously, that's the full kit delivered direct to your door. You can set it up and get going.
What's included in the kit?
So you get the whole, all the foils, the battery, the whole bike.
Assembly required?
Yeah, we assemble most of it in the box. There's about 20 minutes of stuff that you just put together the last little bits.
So the average person could put this together, I would assume.
Absolutely, and we've got a whole video to be able to show them. It's very much like there's a couple of extra parts to put on.
So it's about $7,500. It includes everything that you need. What happens if I need service of some sort, and I'm in the United States and you're in New Zealand?
Yeah, so we have our distribution center here, and so we'll deliver a whole bunch of spare parts and all the consumables that you need, and then we're setting up a service network.
So where would I buy this? Would I go online, or would I go to a bicycle shop, or where would one procure this from? A boat shop? I have no idea. We've
had such an overwhelming demand from all over the world that we sell direct online at Manta5.com. So people can go online in the US, the UK, and Europe. We've obviously got interest from all over the world, but this is where people are buying.
So it's Manta5.com.
That's right.
And I can see pictures and videos and stuff. Are you in the videos?
Yeah. I was actually in the video when we had 350 million views, and I hadn't even done my hair that day, and I had no idea about how it was just going to blow up.
Well, when you get older like me, you don't have to worry about hair at all, so I don't let that bother you. But another question. I'm assuming there are more things in the pipeline. Can you tell us what that may be?
Yeah. So at Manta5, our vision is to become cycling's new frontier.
I think you're already that.
Yeah. So when
you don't have any competition.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So when you look at mountain biking, you've got downhill mountain bikes, enduro, cross country, and they're totally different user experiences. So for us, we see the future as one that you can race, one that you can go on the surf, one that's a little bit easier to ride, that you can cruise for, because we've had a lot of interest from the resort market, from the higher market,
from
the super yacht market. It's been crazy. Yeah. So we've got a whole R&D team in New Zealand that are ready and waiting to be able to get onto the next thing as soon as we get this in the market.
How far out have you gone?
In terms of
distance from the shore?
Yeah, so you can ride at about 13 miles an hour, so you can get it probably within about sort of 4 or 5 miles from the shore and come back in.
God.
So we've ridden in some of the most beautiful places in New Zealand, as well as
I
San
could only
Francisco
imagine.
and Miami
so
as
you
well.
put a GoPro on this or some type of camera or stream. Oh my God.
Yeah, and the whole thing for us at Manta5 is we want to create a community around it, right? So we want people to share their own content back with Manta5 of some of the most beautiful places that they're riding. Because
so do you have cameras on them or video cameras or things like that? Have you?
No, we have been. I mean, we were invited to GoPro the summit in Broome in Australia, and we really want to work with the likes of GoPro
sure.
to be able to because
I can only imagine. I mean, the places
surreal.
you're going to get that you wouldn't, even on lakes and streams and things. Wow.
Yeah. So it's been really cool. We've just been down at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show here at CES. We're actually riding just around the corner at Lake Las Vegas. So we've got a whole bunch of media coming out this afternoon to ride, and tomorrow as well. So
that's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. So next question: does this come equipped yet with like XM radio or
no, so I
could listen to WBZ or concert or something.
That'd be cool. We've actually had so many requests for something like.
I could only imagine.
A fishing rod holder.
That was my next question. That was my next question.
A beer holder, an esky, and yeah.
I mean, could you imagine riding your bike out and then having your fishing? Well, they do that with the what are the not the skidoos, the water bikes.
The jet ski.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I have a place in Rhode Island and. I'll never forget the time. Well, at first, we saw the jet ski, like, what the hell are these things? They're buzzing all over. And then a year later, they're all over the place. It's common, but there they are with 2 fishing poles, one on each side, and they're fishing off these things.
That's right.
And they're catching fish.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I mean, the future really is pretty bright. Like our founder he self-proclaimed dreamer. He sees ourselves in the Olympics one day as well. So it's just like he's probably 10 years ahead of us, but it's like this is really the first product for us, and we've had a truckload of interest, and now it's about delivering that quality product, creating a community.
That's
and
fascinating.
Then getting on
How
to
long
the
have you
next
been
thing.
with the company?
So I've been with the company 4 years now. So the prototypes when I walked in with a couple of engineers in this little office in New
So
Zealand.
it must be very exciting for you.
That's very, very cool. And I mean, when our founder, came up with this idea and wanted to pursue it, he had no idea of the global interest. And now, I mean, one of our board members said, I said, what if it gets too big? And what if we can't accelerate fast enough? He's like, go and get me that problem. Well, now we've got that problem. So now it's like, now we're just really accelerating to grow the company.
Hey, what a wonderful problem to have. That's great.
That's cool.
That's great. Well, I'm excited for you. I can't wait to get on manta5.com to see the actual product. Wow, it's just crazy.
Yeah, and I've got one question for you. Do you have your swimming trunks here, and you want to come give it a go?
I don't have my swimming trunks, but if I did, I would definitely give it a go. No problem with there. I'm a pretty good swimmer, at least I used to be, and I'd definitely try that out.
Yeah.
A very exciting product. I got to keep my eye on that, and you'll come back maybe on the Gadget Professor show from time to time, and you'll fill us in, and I'll have to get some videos and check this out.
That'd be fantastic.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on.
Me.
Fascinating product. I wish you the best, and maybe I'll see you at sea someday.
Yeah.
Pedaling by me or whatever.
Rhode Island would be great. Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.